tandoori bread such as naan or roti being made or served outside. Typically, tandoori bread is cooked in a tandoor, which is a traditional clay oven. This type of bread is cooked by being slapped onto the hot walls of the tandoor, giving it a distinctive texture and smoky flavor. Tandoor bread, also known as tandoori bread, is a traditional flatbread cooked in a tandoor, a clay oven that gives it a distinct smoky flavor. If you don't have access to a tandoor, you can replicate the results by baking it in a very hot oven or on a stovetop. Here's a recipe for making tandoor bread at home. Ingredients: 2 cups all-purpose flour, 1/2 TSP salt, 1 TSP sugar, 1 TSP dry yeast, 3/4 cup warm water, approximately 110 degrees Fahrenheit or 45 degrees Celsius. To TBSP yogurt optional, for softness, to TBSP olive oil or melted butter. Extra flour for rolling. Instructions: activate yeast. In a small bowl, mix the warm water. Sugar, let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes until it becomes frothy. Prepare dough. In a large mixing bowl, combine the flour and salt. Add the yeast mixture, yogurt if using, and olive oil or melted butter. Mix everything together to form a soft dough. You may need to add a little more water or flour to get the right consistency. Knead the dough for 8 to 10 minutes until smooth and elastic. You can also use a stand mixer with a dough hook. Let dough rise, place the dough in a lightly oiled bowl, cover it with a clean cloth or plastic wrap, and let it rise in a warm place for 1 to 1.5 hours or until it doubles in size. Divide and shape. Once the dough has risen, punch it down and divide it into 6 to 8 equal portions. Roll each portion into a ball. Then use a rolling pin to roll them out into flat rounds about 6 to 8 inches in diameter. Cooking the bread. If you have a tandoor oven, you can cook the bread directly on the walls of the tandoor. If you're using a regular oven, preheat your oven to the highest temperature around 500 degrees Fahrenheit or 260 degrees Celsius. Place a baking stone or an inverted baking sheet in the oven to preheat for about 20 minutes. Once the oven is hot, place the rolled out dough onto the stone or baking sheet. Bake for about 3 to 5 minutes or until the bread puffs up and turns golden brown. Alternatively, you can cook the bread in a hot cast iron skillet on the stove top. Heat the skillet over medium-high heat, then place the dough in the pan, cover it, and cook for 1 to 2 minutes on each side until puffed and golden. Serve, brush the hot bread with a little melted butter or ghee for extra flavor. Serve immediately with curries, grilled meats, or as a side dish.